So Zach Martin came out and said that he's holding, or he might hold
Hmm.
out.
Yeah.
Connor Williams is the in-house guy that's holding out.
Is he holding out? I know he
So
said something about wanting a
he held
contract, but is he going to hold out?
he he did hold out a minicamp. I guess
Yeah.
we'll find out on the 25th if he holds out a training camp because he held out a mandatory minicamp.
Yeah. Yeah. I could definitely see
So
Connor Williams doing that.
what do you think about? I haven't heard many updates on that.
I haven't
A
either.
lot
Yeah.
of the news lately has been centered around Dalvin Cook or trying to extend Christian Wilkins. I haven't really heard anything about Connor Williams, so I'm not sure. Maybe he plays this year out on his contract and then says screw the Dolphins, and the Dolphins are just hoping that they hit on one of the offensive linemen that they drafted, and they haven't yet. So
Well, my first inclination is since we're not hearing anything about it, that maybe there's something going on behind closed doors. Like same thing with Christian Wilkins. We haven't heard any news. I'm led to believe that on both of those fronts that they're trying. And Connor Williams is definitely underpaid. If you look at how he played last year, he did have his like wayward snap every now and then. But if you just look at his offensive line presence and looking at the the deteriorating line around him, he was a top 10 center last year, and I only expect that to get better since he gets more comfortable with the center position. He's on what, like a 2 year, $16 million contract?
yeah, he signed a fairly cheap
Yeah.
contract. But in my opinion, like
Well,
he
my point
he
with that
came.
is he's currently on a cheap contract, currently being paid about $8 million. I think if you give him like an 11 or $12 million, give him like a 2 year extension on top of the contract that he already has, I think
Maybe
that
with a
might be
good
enough to
signing bonus.
I think that might be enough to suffice both sides, where you're not paying him over the moon
Yeah.
for it, especially with what you're giving Teron Armstead already, and you clearly have a lot of issues on the offensive line around the joint. If you give him another year or two on top of this year, and you give him $12 million, I think that's a good number for both sides.
I do as well. And what we've seen the Dolphins do with how they've manipulated the cap, it's almost that they're giving themselves this 2 or 3 year window to go and win it all with all the contracts that they signed. Like all the major contracts that they have, they only have 2 to 3 years left on those contracts. And those are the massive ones. So why not, spend a little bit more money like you've been doing, give them a bigger signing bonus, and be like, hey, we appreciate you, we see you, and look, we're gonna do this. We're in it for the next couple of years. If we're able to get to the promised land, then maybe we can pay you more. Maybe we can't because we have to pay other guys. But
He does hold a
for
lot
right
of.
for right
He
right now,
Go ahead.
he has the leverage. He is the center. He has the leverage. He is one of our best offensive linemen. He is our only offensive lineman that played every single snap this year. So there's that.
Yeah, that's what my next point was going to be. Is he, if he chooses to do so, he holds all the power. Not all the power, but he holds a lot of power with the Dolphins. Obviously, the Dolphins hold the power. Like, hey, you don't play, you don't get paid. But he holds the power in terms of, hey, how much you trust Teron Armstead to play every single game? How much you trust just whatever bozo ends up on Tua's blind side? All right. And Robert Hunt arguably had his worst season. Yes, there was a rotating door around him, but arguably had his worst season. And then left guard, again, what bozo is going to play next to me in the first place? So you have just uncertainty everywhere else on the offensive line. Tua is in this make or break season that I feel like everybody keeps saying every single season Tua is going into. It's his make or break season. But, it literally might physically be his make or break season. He might have a great season or he might die if he's just not protected. So he holds so much power. He literally holds Tua's brain in his hands, saying, "Pay me, or this guy's brain is just going to turn into mush every other game." Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me, am I wrong?
You,
We got
that's too far, bro.
we got three
That's too
dinguses.
far.
We got three absolute doofuses on the offensive line. Two great guys. One, his legs are made out of toothpicks. All right, maybe like 100 toothpicks, but still toothpicks nonetheless. And then we have Connor Williams, who's like, "Pay me." Look at everybody else that's going on right now. Pay me, and I can't really disagree with it. Tua might die. I spit facts, all right, guys. Like sometimes y'all don't like what I have to say. One thing I never hold back on
You're
is telling the truth.
emotional. That's what you are. You're emotional.
But tell me anything I said that. Tell me anything that I've said that's been apparently wrong, or it's not wrong morally, but just literally incorrect.
Not morally. You have no morals, sir.
That is false. Truth is truth. All right. Truth is truth. Tua might have 6 brain cells left, and he might have 5 if Connor Williams holds out.
No. Actually, Dieter's not here anymore. Never mind. Yeah, he might have 5 brain cells.
Oh, if Dieter played, it'd be 4.
No, Dieter's a good backup.
You only said that because you played basketball with him.
I did play basketball with him.
I keep playing basketball with him.
I also played football with Jerry Jeudy. So.
I knew you were about to say that. I knew you were about to say that. Jeez, who is the backup center?
I don't know.
You?
I don't know, and you know if I don't know,
your brother?
It's bad.
Your brother?
No.
Is your brother even going to start? He's going.
Bro, we need to get. Hey, our goal this year is for me to meet and take a picture with Liam Eichenberg.
Yes, and he's Liam. Talk to me. All right, we're gonna get close here. Liam, this ugly individual down here. I'm sorry to compare you to him, but he looks like you. I'm sorry, but he looks like you. We need you guys to meet.
I'm talking
to your brother. Ugly. I'm talking to your brother. Shut up, Liam.
He doesn't care about you.
Liam, your brother right here, who is horrendously ugly. I'm sorry that I'm comparing him to you, but you're a millionaire, so you'll be all right. Please do us the charity, all right? Just like the High Five Club. Just do us the charity to come meet with this.
Oh my God.
I know you like that one.
I decline.
Please come meet this guy.